Hello everyone and welcome back. My name is Shaunneka and today I will be guiding you through a feel-good Yin Yoga sequence. So this will be a long hold class. We will be moving through 3 postures only and I guarantee you will be feeling good and great after today's practice. You will not need any props and we will go ahead and get started. Our first posture will be a shoelace and this is a posture that I've been craving and I hope you enjoy. So in order to find shoelace, what I like to do is I find myself in a tabletop position first. I then cross my right knee all the way over the left, and then I splay my feet wide. I then sit myself into that space that I've created and then shimmy my feet open just a little bit more. So I'll just turn to face the camera for this one. So knees stacked on top of knee. You can grab a hold of your feet. I always like to find a little bit of length. Inhale and exhale. Gently fold forward. You can wrap your arms around your knees. Sprinkle your fingertips in front of you. Stack fist on fist. Completely up to you. Feeling a nice stretch through the outer left hip and the outer right hip. Really using these first few moments of the pose to find stillness and something that you can maintain comfortably. Just noticing here if maybe you're scrunching your right side. I know I have a tendency to do that. Really allowing it to relax and open. So finding space between the hip and the rib cage. So making our way into our last few breaths here. Making any minor adjustments to allow yourself to go a little bit deeper. Maybe you walk your fingertips out a little bit further. Last few breaths. Take our last 2 breaths. Nice big inhale, fill up. And sigh it out. One more inhale. And exhale. Gently walk yourself all the way back upright. Gently lean back, plant your palms onto the floor, uncross the knee, bend both knees, and just hang out here for a moment. And sink back into your shoulder girdle. Let's open up the eyes and prep ourselves for the other side. So making your way into shoelace on the left side, so the left shin comes on top of the right. So I like to find that tabletop position before I come down. Bring your feet wide, finding your version of the pose here. Again, you can wrap your hands, interlace your fingers and wrap them around your knees. Stack fist on fist. Inhale. And on the exhale, making your way into the pose. Making our way into our last few breaths. So making any minor adjustments to go just a little bit deeper if that's what your body is craving. Making these your deepest breaths. Let's take our last 2 breaths. Fill up, inhale. And sigh it out. One more inhale. And exhale. Gently push into your palms. Bring your torso all the way back up. Bring your hands behind you. Uncross the knees. Bring the soles of the feet to the floor. And just allow yourself to sink back into your shoulder girdle. You can bring one ear to one shoulder. And gently open the eyes from here. Making our way to lay all the way down on our back. Coming to lay all the way down onto your back. We'll find a happy baby here. So before we come into happy baby, just push into your elbows, draw your shoulders together, and then down the back, making space for the neck. Bend your knees, draw your knees in towards your chest, and grab onto your ankles. Flex your feet, open up your feet towards the ceiling, pulling down on your ankles and opening up your knees gently with your elbows. Gently push the back of the skull into the floor and your sacrum. And of course, if grabbing onto the ankles is not for you, you can grab onto the outer edges of the feet. Trying to relax the shoulders. Notice if you're lifting the shoulders to keep the grip on the feet. Soften the shoulders away from the ears. Gentle tuck of the chin. Nice, deep belly breaths. Thinking about pushing the breath out as opposed to in and up. Coming into our last few breaths here. Nice deep breaths. Let's take our last two breaths. Nice big inhale. On the inhale, see if you can pull down on the feet and press your sacrum and skull into the floor. And exhale, release. One more inhale. And exhale, release. Gently close the shape, so bring the soles of the feet to touch. Gently close the knees. And very gently from here, just gently rock from side to side. Bring the soles of the feet to the floor, making your way into a twist. With the soles of the feet on the floor, press the feet into the floor, pick up your hips and shimmy them to the left and set them back down onto the mat. Draw your knees in towards your chest, dropping both knees to the right and gaze to the left. Maybe bring your left arm up overhead, find some length in the side body if that feels good. Making our way into our last few breaths here. If you want, you can straighten that left leg. It's getting a little bit more of a stretch in that hamstring for these last few breaths. Let's take our last two breaths here. Nice big inhale. And sigh it out. One more inhale. And exhale. From here, if you had your arm up above, just go ahead and bring it back down by your side. If you had the left leg straightened, bend the knee, bring the tippy toes to the floor, bring the knees back towards the ceiling, and then readjust your hips here. And just take a moment before we come to the other side. Open the eyes and let's prep for the other side. So with the soles of the feet on the floor, push into your feet, pick up your hips, shimmy them to the right and set them down onto the mat. Draw your knees in towards your chest, dropping both knees to the left and gazing to the right. You can always take your left hand and place it on top of the right knee if that feels good. You can always bring that right arm up if that feels good. Making our way into our last few breaths, you can always straighten that top leg, so the right leg. It's got a little nice stretch in the back of the hamstring. Last few breaths here. Nice, long, deep breaths. Take our last two breaths. Nice big inhale. You can reach through the right fingertips. And sigh it out. One more inhale. And exhale. So you had the right arm up above. Go ahead and bring it back down by your side. Bend the right knee in. Bring the tippy toes to the floor. Bring the knees to point towards the ceiling. Readjust your hips. Just take a moment here. From here, draw your knees in towards your chest. Lift your head, neck, and shoulders. Curl into a nice tight ball. You can grab onto your feet or your ankles. Squeeze here nice and tight for 3, 2, and 1. Gently release. Extend your legs out wide, arms out wide for your Shavasana. When I'm in my Shavasana, I like to listen for sounds that are far away, sounds that are nearby. Staying here for as long as you'd like. I hope you enjoyed today's practice, and I will see you back here again soon. Have a wonderful day.